We're ready to begin with Colorado State. We have student athletes JD Paige, Nico Carvacho, Coach Nico Medved. Coach, if we can start with you, get your thoughts on today's game.
Obviously, these things are never easy when it, ends up being the last game of a season, and the young man left to me being the last game of his career. There's nothing that I can say, unfortunately, that's going to make him or us feel better about the result. But I could go in and talk about this game today, and sure you guys may ask me questions. Obviously, I give a lot of credit to Boise. I thought they came out and played really, really physical, really aggressive. And we definitely didn't play our best in a lot of areas, but I thought we fought. It was a frustrating game. We had a lot of opportunities to maybe even take the lead or seize, and we just couldn't kind of get over that hump. But I thought the guys kept battling and fought through some adversity. Boise was just the better team today.
Thank you, Coach. Let's take questions for the student athletes first.
Both of you guys, what's the difference between emotions from last year's tournament to this year's tournament? Obviously, same result, but is there a difference of emotion between the 2 years?
Yeah, last year we were going through a little different situation than we are now. We came out this year, we fought every single game. We had a lot of close games. I thought we could have finished a little better. One or two plays that determined the game, and we lost. And we came in here confident and knowing that we were going to have to battle for every single thing, and we left it all out there.
We saw some kind of sloppy play on offense from you guys. I mean, was that difficult to, when you have those sloppy turnovers, to kind of get something going offensively?
Yeah, it kind of messes up the flow a little bit. It just messes up the flow, and, it's hard to get into a rhythm.
What do you guys feel like was the biggest key for Boise? I mean, obviously they really did well in the paint today. What were you seeing that maybe they were doing that maybe you hadn't seen before this year?
I would just say that they were the more physical team from the start to the finish. None credit to them. They battled hard. But our guys, didn't stop battling. But I would just say that they were the more physical team.
You guys have credited Kendall and Adam all season for being able to step up in the tough moments. Kind of seemed like maybe for the first time since Reno, they were a little in the moment and just kind of struggling. Adam had a rough day, obviously. What are you telling your younger teammates after today?
I was in a situation as a freshman. He was in a situation, so we know how tough it is to come out here. You play 30-some games. They played heavy minutes all year, started a lot of games, and they did the best they could. They're going to keep on getting better in the offseason and grow. And this is just going to help them out and give them more motivation to get better in the offseason.
JD, just what are the emotions for you right now?
I'm just proud of the way that I've grown this whole season. I know that we lost and things like that, but I'm really just ecstatic the way that I've grown as a player.
Did it mean a lot to you to kind of, help the transition with this team that, you're not going to be there next year, but it seems to be, kind of going in the right direction and kind of help out with that?
Yeah, I'm just, like I said this year, I was, just telling everybody, to buy in. Once you buy in, then that's when, you start winning and things start going your way and things like that. We had ups and downs this season, but, these are my brothers and, I love them.
When you mentioned, kind of buying in, obviously culture change was one of the things that you guys focused on at the beginning of this year. Do you think that kind of changed this year? You guys accomplished what you wanted to with that?
Yeah, most definitely. Like I said, buying in, I was me and Nico were the leaders on the team. So, if we showed that, we had bought in, and, other guys would follow.
Coach, how did you kind of, notice your guys buy into that?
Well, the first thing I'd say something about these two guys, you look at the improvement and, obviously this is a bottom line thing. You want to win every game, but I look at Nico, and I was saying this in 20-some years of coaching as an assistant head coach, I think he's improved as much as any player that I've seen throughout a season, from where he was in November and December until now. That takes a tremendous amount of commitment and buy-in and maturity level. And this guy, too, JD, I think he's right. I think he has grown like crazy and was playing his best basketball here at the end of the season. And it's not just the way he was playing, it's the other things. And so sometimes as a coach, when you're close to it and you get to be around these guys every day, you get to see the growth. They may not even see it, because, hey, they're frustrated because they didn't win, and they're competitors, and they should be. But these guys have grown like crazy, and I'm really proud of them. And we're in a much better position now as a program than we were because of these two.
Hiron Edwards was a guy that kind of sounds like, was sort of questionable how much he could go, and he really provided a spark. Just what can you guys say about what Hiron provided today?
I thought he was good, Like you said, he provided that spark off the bench. He's been injured the past couple weeks, but, he just came in and fought through it and gave us some energy.
But when you look back at your first season being back at Colorado State, what's going to stand out to you the most?
That's a great question, Justin. I don't know. You're kind of in the emotions of it right now, and you're obviously disappointed. And it looked like 2 weeks ago we were kind of starting to turn a little bit of a corner. I felt like after we had beaten this team on the road, and obviously we didn't finish the way we wanted. So there's a lot of emotions coming that way. But I think what you try to build on is the positives, right? And try to build on some of these guys who I think have really grown, trying to buy into our system of the way we want to do things. And I think that stands out, to me the most. And it stands out to me on a personal level, how excited I am to be here, and just how much radical belief that I still have and we still have of what I believe we can do here and build. And so I'm going to try to focus on the positives, from this season. And obviously there's a lot of things we need to get better at and grow. We've got a long ways to go to get to where we want, but I think it's starting to build with the positives, and I think that's what you always do.
With both Adam and Kendall struggling, how difficult is it to kind of juggle your rotation, because it's already small? How difficult is making adjustments with that?
I mean, yeah, those are the guys, that have been playing, and you just keep fighting through with them. And you know what? I think oftentimes you learn the most in the most difficult situations. Adam's in there crying his eyes out. I mean, he knows he didn't play well. Nobody cares more. Nobody cares more than Kendall. But I think they're going to learn as much, from the feeling that you have right now in these situations moving into the spring and the off season, and then you're going to remember the success too. But those guys care so much, and we've rolled with them all year, and they've played so well in so many critical situations. And so, hey, it wasn't their day today. You give the opponent credit, but trust me, those two guys will be back.
With those emotions after the game, does that kind of speak to the character of both those two, but kind of the way that this program's moving?
Yeah, I mean, again, you just see how hurt Adam was in there, and I think but if you know Adam, it has nothing to do with that he's mad that he missed shots. He feels like he let people down, because for him it is bigger than that. He wants to win. He wants to play well for the team and for the program because he cares, and Kendall's the same when those other guys are the same way. But I don't ever like to see a player hurting, but I love to see that, because I love to see the passion and somebody caring so much about what we're doing. And when you get people that are invested like that and we continue to do that, that's when great things happen.
Given how the season went, if you had been told before the season, hey, this is exactly what's going to happen, you guys are going to have up and downs, lose in the first round, where would you find your team?
It's so hard to say. I came in here, I didn't know what to expect. I really didn't have any goals as far as wins or whatever. I just wanted to, come in, get to know these guys, try to establish the way we wanted to do things on and off the court, the way we wanted to conduct ourselves. And I know that we've made a lot of progress there. But yeah, of course you're disappointed right now. I thought we left some games out there that we could have won. There's no question about that. But if I just focus on that, I think I'm missing something bigger. I think I'm missing something else, because there's more to it than just how many games we won this season. And so there's a level of disappointment where we finished. But again, I do think that there is a lot to build on.
Anything else? Okay, thank you for your time,
Thank you.
Coach.